Once upon a time, in a quaint little town, lived a humble man named Jack. Jack wasn't rich by any means. He worked as a carpenter, crafting beautiful furniture with his hands. But what he lacked in wealth, he made up for with a heart full of love. Jack had always believed that love was the real treasure in life. He would often say, "I've got love enough to share, and that makes me a millionaire." However, not everyone saw it that way. One day, a wealthy merchant named Charles moved into the town. Charles had everything money could buy: mansions, luxury cars, and a bank account that seemed endless. But there was one thing he didn't have: love. Despite his wealth, Charles was lonely. Charles noticed Jack's cheerful demeanor and the endless stream of friends and family who visited his modest home. Curious, he approached Jack one day and asked, "How are you always so happy? You don't have much." Jack smiled warmly and replied, "I have everything I need. I have love in my life. Love from my family, my friends, and my wonderful wife Emily. That's worth more than all the gold in the world." Charles was intrigued and decided to spend more time with Jack. He wanted to understand the secret behind his happiness. As days turned into weeks, Charles saw firsthand the joy that love brought into Jack's life. He saw the laughter shared over simple meals, the warmth in Jack's eyes when he talked about Emily, and the genuine care he had for everyone around him. One evening, as the sun set, Charles and Jack sat on the porch sipping tea. Charles turned to Jack and said, "I've been wrong all my life. I thought wealth could bring me happiness, but now I see that love is the real treasure." Jack nodded and said, "You can't buy love, Charles. It's given freely, shared willingly, and it's the most precious thing in the world. When you have love, you're richer than any king." Inspired by Jack, Charles decided to change his ways. He began to open his heart, to share his time and wealth with those in need, and to build genuine relationships. Slowly but surely, he found himself surrounded by love, just like Jack. Years passed, and the townsfolk often spoke of the two men who had changed their lives. Jack, with his simple, loving heart, and Charles, who learned that love is the true measure of wealth. So remember, love can't be bought, and it never could be sold. It's the laughter shared with friends, the comfort of a family hug, and the warmth of a partner's embrace. And when you have love enough to share, that makes you a millionaire. Thank you for listening. And may your life be filled with love, the real treasure.